What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are the Third String Podcast, guys. We are back with another episode. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Daryl, good sir. First of all, congratulations on being married. For all the Third String Podcast people out there listening.
Thank you.
He's joined the club.
I joined the club, and not much of change, man.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, what do you have for us today?
So sports is coming back. So
yep, full force, pretty much.
So we could start off with football. What do you want? You want football or basketball first?
I kind of want to go basketball.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So as we talked about, basketball starting off in the first game. They released the schedule a couple of days ago. It starts off in July 31st, Lakers Clippers. Yep. And I forgot, it's a game before. It's Jazz and somebody before that. But the first game is supposed to be July 31st. Are you worried about, they have tested all their players. It's over 300 some players. 25 people have came back positive of COVID. Yep. What do you feel about that? Do you think the season's still going to happen?
It's weird. It's like some days I feel like yes. Some days, well, majority of them, yes, it's going to happen. A lot of them are already there.
Right.
They're already there now because I saw it right before we started recording this. They're there. Like Sage Steele was reporting and all that stuff. So they're there. But of course, they can still cancel.
Right.
Now, should they cancel? How you got to understand the value of these players, how much they mean to multiple companies and just family in general.
Right.
We're just gonna go ahead and mention this. J.R. Smith is going to the Lakers.
Yep.
You really think he's gonna stay in a bubble in Florida?
I think he has
during the summertime. But do you think he will?
I don't know, because I would say yes, and this is why. Because he's risking future contracts. So I think he's going.
Oh, he's already at the end of his.
Yeah, he's at, but he might get just at least one more contract. I think if he does something that knocks him off of the playoffs, then he's definitely done. It just depends how bad he wants it. Is this like a vacation for him, or is this serious? He still wants to continue playing. So yeah, I think so. I think
But do you really think 100% of those dudes that love to have fun and party, and also again, you're in Florida during the summertime, do you think everybody's going to do the right thing? Be honest with me.
No, I do.
Wow.
But this is why. I think because the NBA asked them, basically, you're not punished if you don't come. So we already seen Avery Bradley said he's not coming because he has a son that has respiratory problems. Several reasons said he's not coming. Bradley Beal, I don't know why the Washington Wizards were even invited anyway, but Bradley Beal contemplated not coming. So already you're not going to get punished. I think Dwight Howard said he's not coming.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's gonna affect some rosters.
No, it is gonna affect. So I think that because you're not gonna get punished for not coming, I think the people who are going to show up are people who actually want to be there. I think what they should have did was just make playoff teams. Like, as I get more to this, I kind of wish they would have just canceled the season. Because
I agree.
It's starting to get kind of half-assed.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, we get into change. If you don't have Avery Bradley and Dwight Howard on the Lakers, they were a big part of the Lakers. If you don't have Bradley Beal on the Wizards, those are big parts. So we're going to get this, like, watered down system. And now they just released today that they're going to create another bubble.
That's what I wanted to bring it. Just so teams can finish the season.
Yeah, I love this only because we're both Hawks fans. This is the only reason I love it, because we have the youngest team and they need experience.
That's only the reason.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I like it.
For other teams, I'm not in support of this, but for us, I am.
Exactly. For other teams, I wouldn't do it just for simply we're the youngest team in the league and we need the experience. That's why I like it. But I just I'm at a point where just cancel the season. Just cancel.
Especially with that news, man. Like, so y'all just thought of this. Now, Daryl, I have to ask, do you think that they've been contemplating this for some time now? Or is this a new pre alpha stage thing of a thought? And then also, if so, you initiate it. When in the world are you going to start rolling the ball on bringing them out? Because from what I've seen, it's not in Florida. It's in a whole nother state.
Yeah, it's because I thought Vegas was kind of back in play. I think they thought about this in the past because once the teams got invited to Orlando, the 8 teams, I know for a fact the Hawks complained about it. The Hawks wanted to be invited to Orlando. So I'm going to assume that some other teams wanted to still play.
But I'm saying you only have about 3 weeks to initiate this, find hotels, find the venue, get a bubble. You have about 3 weeks to do this. So what I'm saying is, we're just hearing about this today at the time of recording, that is. How far along in the process are they? Is this just like a pre-thought? Is this just an idea? Or has the ball started rolling and they're already... okay, you have the idea and also where you might want to play.
Right.
But what else? Because this took long to get to Disney.
To get to this point.
Yes.
And $150 million.
Yeah, I saw that too. How much? It was like 1.5 mil something per... I don't remember the whole stats of it, but it's a lot.
Understand that it's not just... they're like, we'll just get it back. No, there's no fans there. They can't sell tickets. They can't get...
that's gonna be so weird.
Arena. No, and that's what I'm saying. We're gonna get this watered down thing that I was
Summer League
saying to still, you got to finish the season. You got to finish it. But as I watch it and as I get more people complaining, now you got the protests and people are using the protest for a reason, which I think Kyrie Irving's a little phony in it because this is why he's phony. He was fine to go to Orlando, but when he was told he couldn't go because of his injury, now he's bringing up the protest. So I just think it's a little convenient. But
like, you were done for the season before COVID happened.
But he wanted to go down there and root. Well, he thought he was going down there to root for his team. So so then when he said no,
he can't do that either.
No, they said no. They don't want extra people there.
Yeah.
Wait, so your team.
Wow. So hold up. So those guys at the end of the bench,
right?
They're the ones that don't dress out, that just dap everybody up, and they're the cheer squad.
No, they might still be there because just in case somebody get injured, you need somebody. But somebody like Kyrie who's not playing,
that's
like
true.
Kevin Durant who's not playing, there's no reason for them to be there.
Now, did you see that they said that they're adding on to rosters? They're adding numbers of people that can come. So that's why they're saying certain people like Jamal Crawford, which has he got a team yet?
No, I didn't see it. DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins. A few JR Smith. Just people can sign on now, which is incredible. This late in the season?
It's very incredible. But do you like if... let's just say Damian Lillard doesn't go to the Blazers. Why are they there? And then there's so many people not going to be committed. I thought when NBA said they were going to come back with the NFL, with the NBA PA, everybody was on board to make this happen, right? So now that we get closer and closer, it's almost like us planning the guys trip, right? Everybody wants to do it at the very beginning. As soon as that first
and then it gets closer, you
know what I'm saying? Everybody falls out.
We know this from experience.
Yeah, so that's what it seems like is happening here. So if this is what's going to happen, then let's just not do it at all.
So my question is, or I guess my question is, do they have a time frame of when they have to fully commit? And if so, if not, I personally think they should. It's contractually, like they're obligated to do it at a certain point. Like, let's just say by the 4th of July, which today's the 2nd.
Right.
By the 4th of July, they have to commit. And if they don't, it's like a breach of contract.
Yeah, well, they already NBA has already said that you won't get punished. So you're saying they need to commit, and then if they don't commit
at a certain point, you will not get punished till a certain point.
Right.
But if we're now in the month of it's supposed to happen, July.
July 31st is first game.
It can't be. It's mandatory to be there. Like I said, they're starting to be there now. But let's say the 15th, it's mandatory for them to be there, and then the 14th, you're like, no,
nah,
you cannot. That's not right.
No, and I agree. But
imagine a LeBron, like, let's just say, did that. You really think people are gonna watch this summer league type of league without a star?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I can understand people in the bubble. I can understand Bradley Beal not thinking about going. I can even understand Damian Lillard because they're still on the bubble. But when you have people on the Lakers, who are saying then even the highest team, it has players saying they're not doing it, which I don't like. I don't agree with the Dwight Howard reason of not doing it. I mean, that's his.
What was his?
It's because of Black Lives Matters, and he didn't want to take away from the protest. But you can still do it.
Sorry.
Right, so
and then you're using a platform.
Exactly. You're using a platform.
Do something.
NBA has already said that you could put certain things on your jersey other than doing that. They also said they're going to put Black Lives Matter on the arena.
Correct.
So they're already working with you. So that's a no point. So for you to,
it's the virus. He's worried about that. Let's just be real.
And then that's another thing. Florida has just grown exponentially with cases of the virus.
10,000, and that's why on the other side, I'm saying, bro, you're taking these people from wherever comfort or safety with their people, making them travel or having them travel rather to a hotbed, a zone, one of the biggest zones right now of cases. Might I add too, not just Florida's bad, Central Florida, where they're going
is bad.
Yeah.
So then when you add that, then people have. So that's why I say they're going to stay in their bubble, and then
because they have to. Disney World, Daryl, opens up, and you know how packed Disney can get.
Yeah, I hate it.
Disney's going to have all these people traveling from other states and stuff on the 11th, next Saturday.
Yep, because we had commercial Six Flags on Hulu. They had Six Flags is coming back. All these places, but they're going to have only a percentage number of people. And
still, we don't. That percentage is still thousands.
Yes, it's still thousands. So that means these people have to stay in their bubble. And the biggest reason why they're going to stay on their bubble is because they getting paid. That's why you're getting paid. So if J.R. Smith wows out and then contracts, he's not going to get.
I guess if he is a dope hotel suite, he can wild out there.
Yeah, he's wild out there, right?
And then also, my question to you: what is the bubble like? What are the details of the bubble?
I don't know. Is it I think it's a village, like the Olympics.
No, okay. That makes sense. Now, can I still mingle with? You're on the Nets. I'm on whatever team, Philly. Can I mingle with you that we're boys?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Can our wives? Can we go to the local restaurant in the village on a double date?
Like Chris Paul and LeBron James are actual friends. Can they?
Yes.
Their wives
and their significant others join them. Can we all hang out? Like, what is the bubble? I know the bubble's within there, like the Olympic Village, away from other people. But what about the other people?
Yeah. And it's not as strict as we in our head probably make it out to seem. That's just what Jared Dudley said. Like, you can come and go as you please. People can come and go as you please, which kind of defeats the purpose of a bubble. But
that was said?
Yeah, that's what Jared Dudley said. He said,
like, come and go as far as
like you're not in prison in the bubble. That's what he said. You're not in prison. Like, we can leave if we want to and come back. We just have to, we have to take tests and stuff when we come back. And they was like, well, what about LeBron and Anthony Davis? They was like, well, no, we're keeping them in the bubble. Like, nobody cares about Jared Dudley. So So
that's hilarious.
If you're going to commit to this, everybody has to commit. So everybody, if you're going to, like you said, let's say the date is July 4th. If you say, yes, I'm doing it, then you need to commit to it. And you got to understand it's going to be 2, maybe 3 months if you go that far.
Yeah.
And, because I think the first
do they plan to make it be that long?
Yeah, because you got the season and then you got the playoffs. You still got the series within the playoffs. Like, the first month, 8 teams are eliminated. So it's not like
so that's August.
As soon as you're eliminated, you're gone. It's just like the final 4 teams are gonna be there.
That's gonna be like a one of those like singing competition shows.
Exactly.
where they're like, "Oh, I made it to the next round. You're going to Cali."
Yeah.
So I pack up, I leave my family, kiss them, hug them goodbye, and then I go on. And then that next American Idol, I'm gone.
Yeah,
I gotta go right back home.
Voted off, but that's what it is. So
wow,
for this to work, I think all the players and everybody, referees, all that has to be 100% committed. I just think that if we're gonna, and also I'm not afraid of the 25 people that got tested positive. You want to know why? Because if I was gonna have 25 people test positive, I want them tested now. Right. I want them to be cured by the end of July.
Oh, that's facts. That's
so
facts.
25 players now does nothing. Now in 2 weeks from now, if we have 25 people, now we have a problem. Now but now I wish all 300 of them would have got it.
So they'd be and then recover and then stuff.
I don't want nobody I don't want nobody to die from it, of course. But if I knew all 300 could get it and be cured from it, that's what I want.
Right. And develop the antibodies and all that, and just
that's what I want. 25 people now, I ain't worried about that. 2 weeks.
So mentioning health really quick. I'm curious to see who's going to be in shape.
That's true. That's actually
I'm really curious to see who is and who's not going to be in shape.
That's actually a great point, and that's why the Hawks want to play, because these are young rookies who don't know how to take care of their body. These are young players.
Eating bad, man. I know they're eating bad.
And then they don't know how to work out. They never had an NBA offseason to know what that even looks like. A real one.
Yeah. It was funny hearing what John Wall a while back was saying, like, throughout the first part of his career, you know how beastly he is. He was like saying, "Oh, I'm finally in shape." What?
Yeah.
So you weren't in good shape. Like you were eating bad, all that stuff he said, and he didn't work. That's crazy that just being young, you can just eat bad and do whatever. But like when you get a little bit older and more of a veteran, you start working on taking care of your body to have more longevity.
Yeah, but also your body is affected by not treating it well through those early stages.
Yes.
Like you could tell somebody like LeBron, he treats his body very well. That's why
all the time.
That's why he can long last and be at this level.
Crazy.
He has.
Yeah. And then you saw, no offense, but you saw people like Paul Pierce, at the tail end, and you're just like when he got to the clip, it's so weird. He was still good on the Nets, but what happened when he went to the Clippers a year?
I think he knew it was over with.
But he was at the Nets for 2 years.
Yeah, and then went to the Clippers because the Doc went there.
He was still good. He was on the he went to the Wizards, right?
At the very end, wasn't it? Oh no,
no. Because you remember he hit that shot against the Hawks, man. Yeah. And so he was still good.
Almost lost it, but we won that.
It was it was Nets. It was Nets because that big contract, because they all went. It was Nets, Wizards, then
Clippers.
But Clippers him was like he averaged 2.3 points a game, and it was like, what is this?
He knew it was over with.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talking about another sport that's also coming back, football has making its stages to come back. They were talking about decreasing 2 preseason games,
which I'm for.
Less people, less contact as physically possible.
Which is funny. Didn't they rally to have those or add or something?
The owners always want them. The players don't want them. But so the owners want because more money. Because if you ever go to a preseason game, you pay the same amount for a lesser product.
So why hasn't the NFLPA signed off on this?
I think it gives opportunities for jobs, so they have more opportunity to put film on. That's
true.
Real.
Because man, this would be really bad for somebody who is trying to make a team.
You're very limited. That's why we're going to talk about a little later. That's why somebody like Cam Newton got signed so late, because the medicals of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But that's really bad that I'm all for opportunity. So
So
yeah,
that's the way.
Or really quick, they would have to extend the first 2 games maybe of the regular season to kind of be like preseason-esque.
That'd be college. That's what college does, but
like hold players a little bit longer, which also would make them be paid a little bit more, which would be weird. Like those guys that are trying to make the roster, they're since it's a regular season game, they would probably make more money while they're trying to fight.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that because that's records now that you're kind of messing with.
True.
Because college does it. College does it because they have lesser competition. They can.
Yes, at the beginning. Well, some teams at the beginning, yes.
Yeah, football you can do that.
Yeah, so, you're right because that you're right. Records.
What I think we're gonna see, because football still thinks they're, and I do too, think they're gonna start on time. What you might see is like, I think you'll see people in the stands, but you're gonna see them like sporadic throughout. Like it ain't gonna be a packed stadium. It might be.
It's not gonna be. People, football is a sport where people love to drink and people love to mingle.
Right.
It may be spaced out, but you know how it is. You got your seat at a empty Hawks game. You gonna move down. People are gonna mingle with each other, man.
And that's the thing. You can't really stop that. The only way you're gonna stop is don't allow them there. People are gonna mingle because you got, and this is the thing. Some people feel comfortable being out. Now you can argue that are they stupid or not, whatever. But some people feel comfortable coming out. So what you have to do is set rules in place. Yes, you could still come out, but these are the rules in place so you won't come home and get somebody else sick, or you get somebody else sick who's not comfortable with coming out. So that's what I'm saying. Open the stadium up, but maybe open to 30%. See how 30% goes. Space everybody. Yeah. If everybody's still, like, you could put signs, please do social distancing, just like we go into the store and whatever. And if they that rule, then it has to have some self-responsibility as well. Just like with NBA players.
Yes, I just think all these places that are initiating rules, or especially when it matters, like say that, well, they all matter. But I'm saying with NBA or NFL, you might have to have more staff to actually initiate it, not just have signs.
To police it, actually police it.
Yes, like all of this could work out with all these measures, health and safety measures and protocols, if there are people willing to actually do it.
Yeah, because
not being afraid.
The problem isn't like Florida. Let's put in Florida for a second. The problem isn't that Florida opened back up. The problem is that when it opened back up, people are not following the rules. So it's not open back up. People, if the people, what did you tell me earlier? People would have wore a mask at the very beginning. What was it?
If we all would have, then it would have been knocked out. Cases would have dropped tremendously, and by about 85%.
About 85%.
People wouldn't have to die.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not that the things opened up; it's people are not following the rules. People are not following, and that's what. So the NFL, NBA, baseball is also coming back. I think baseball doing a 60-game season.
Yes,
but they have to put these rules in place. They basically got to save people from themselves.
It's weird, by the way, with that. Did you see the numbers? I don't remember. It was a good amount of fans that aren't happy with it.
Oh no!
Be happy you're at least getting 60 games.
Oh, they're mad about
baseball fan. Yes.
And this is why I'm saying that if you don't want this half done, then just cut it this year. Like, just have 2020 of the wash.
I'm saying, like, that's like, Daryl, you're a basketball fan, and you're mad that they're playing again because they're not playing the amount of games you want them to play. Now, if you are a season ticket holder, I'm not sure what the behind the scenes with that. How have they reimbursed you back?
Right.
Now, if they haven't, then I understand. But if you're just a fan that's watching from home, you already have your schedule made in advance. I'm going to be off at 12. You know how it is, like the Braves games, for example. Right. They'll play at 12:30 in the afternoon, and around that area, it's packed during the day. Like, nobody's working. Like, people already have this mapped out. It's crazy. It's crazy over there. So yeah, just be happy. Just be happy you got your sport back. I don't know.
Yeah. So going more into football,
Yep.
we got to talk about the political aspects of it as well. So they said a report that they are going to play the Black national anthem now.
I didn't hear that.
I just read the article, and that now they're pushing for Kaepernick to get signed. They said several teams. Several teams are interested in Kaepernick. I think
they've been saying that, but people are afraid to actually jump on it. Do they have a list of teams?
One of them was the Chargers. Were one of them.
I'm okay with it.
I think if you have a list of people ready to jump on it, then that proved that he was being blackballed.
What? This is already, we know this.
Yeah, we know. But I'm just saying it's just more evidence. More evidence that he was being blackballed. Do you think an NFL team would sign him? And what do you think is the perfect thing? I have the perfect team.
Okay. Really quick, from seeing his workout, he could still play.
Right.
Not only is in shape, he can still throw. From seeing that workout thing, which was complete foolishness.
Yeah.
We knew that was already just a publicity stunt. What team you said could use him or would be perfect?
Would be perfect. I got one that's perfect. Perfect.
I'm not gonna jump on your bandwagon, but go ahead first. Let me think about it.
Okay. The Atlanta Falcons would be perfect. This is why. First of all, you don't have to worry about him being a starter. He would never beat out Matt Ryan. He would never beat out him. So you don't have to worry about him actually competing as a starter. Like with the Chargers, he still would be competing as a starter. The reason, and we're going to again talk about Cam Newton signing to the Patriots that didn't make sense to me, is because you put your chips to Jarrett Stidham, who's a young quarterback. You want to give him an opportunity. You're not worried.
Plus, if he fails, then you could get a really good quarterback next year.
Right. You're not worried about that with the Falcons. We have our quarterback. It's not going nowhere. Love Matt Ryan or hate him. This is it. And what he has shown during these protests is somebody who gets it, who gets the movement, who wants to help. So that means any backlash Kaepernick would get, he could help with that.
I'm not jumping on your bandwagon. I actually agree because of what you're saying as far as the political side in that sense, yes. But as far as skill,
right.
We know he can play. Let's just say he's Kaepernick of old. He can play. I think he's in the same boat, or in that sense, he's in the same boat as Cam was. Meaning, you're a starter, and where are you going to go? So you're going to have to be a backup. Where's a good place that doesn't have good backups? Then you look and you're like, everybody pretty much also has pretty decent backups.
Right.
Except us.
Yeah. So with the roster being expanded to 53 players, you don't have to even drop Matt Schaub if you don't want to. You don't even have to drop him.
And I think he would be a super solid third string. I think he would be the best third string quarterback in the league.
Right. Yes.
Now, how much does Atlanta, we know, and not always, they don't really listen to us. How much do you think they listen? Do they want backlash? Because let's be honest right here, right now.
I'm going to get backlash. True.
But certain places are going to get it worse.
Yes. So
how much do you care? Can you stomach it? Can you handle the publicity of it? Because let's be honest, some people, I have to. Tebow. People didn't want that. Let's be honest. He's been blackballed.
You think Tebow's been blackballed?
Like, all jokes aside about me being a Tebow. Like, look, seriously, smile off my face. Yes. Yes.
I don't think he's that good. So, and that's fine.
Daryl, to not be on a team, period. I'm not talking about starting. To not be on a team.
I didn't think he was.
Have you seen how many trash quarterbacks that are still making rosters?
Absolutely.
And he couldn't be on a team as a third string or a practice squad.
No, well, he can't at practice squad because you do so many years, you can't qualify for that.
Okay, but I'm saying.
Third string, yes. I'm with you on that because there's a lot of people who
I'm talking about even him staying at his position, not let's change him to another. I'm talking about as a quarterback.
I don't think he's
yes.
I don't think so.
You don't get it, man. You just don't. You don't, get it,
man.
You're not woke enough on this one. I don't know. No, but as far as Kaepernick, yes, everybody's gonna get it bad.
Everybody's
like, especially this time, this day and age, this time, people are very opinionated more than I feel ever before. Now, I think Atlanta would be fine because of the fan base, but then there's also it's a mixed fan base. But I think the other side of the fan base would really be thankful, and I think it'll be fine. I think you're right. I think this would probably be the best place to handle the publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe New Orleans.
Well,
but they I know because of Jameis.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm saying
because of what Drew Brees said. Do you want to add more to that?
Yeah,
I just think Matt Ryan, and then if it wasn't for Jordan Love, Green Bay could have been a place.
That would have been fun to see those two together.
Yeah, so you pick places that
actually no. You're right. That's my number one place if Jordan Love wasn't there.
Yeah, so you want to pick
he's there.
Places that he's there, but you want to pick places that because you're right, you're gonna get backlash. But who can handle
tremendous?
So you're gonna have one side that's gonna be thankful that we gave Kaepernick a chance, but you're gonna have the other side that's gonna see Matt Ryan put his hands over him, and maybe that will soften some of the
backlash. I think that's smart. Now, so you said this is actually legit. People are interested.
Yeah, that's what.
But we don't know. We don't really know teams.
No, I think and the problem is because of the rules that he can't come in for a workout. So that.
But I mean, does he really need to keep doing that? Come on, does he really need to keep working out?
I would say yes, only because they just need to kind of see him up close because that workout they did was BS. Nobody was really there at that BS. That one. So
yeah. I guess
with a team because even when he went into Seattle, he didn't work out with Seattle. They just asked him a bunch of questions.
Can do that on a Zoom call?
Yeah. So I think the same. You just have workout, just make sure he's all right, and then sign him. And just like they said, if you do with the Falcons with the expanded roster, you basically make them your third string. I'm not that high on. I can't even think of their names. I think it's Etling. And
yes.
The other, and there's another one. I'm not that high on them. I know Etling showed some before he got hurt. I'm just not that high on them. So you could have them. You could have Etling as the practice squad. You could put Kaepernick as the third string. So you don't even have to cut anybody because the roster got expanded. So you're not even cutting anybody to add. Right. And then for people who love Matt Schaub, you can still keep him as a insurance.
Yeah,
so that's why I feel like Atlanta is the best spot. And again, for what Matt Ryan has been saying through this protest, another reason why. So,
yeah. Wait. Are you talking about? Were you trying to figure out the other quarterback for the Falcons?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that what Matt Ryan has said. I'm just saying what he said through the protest. That
no, I was saying. You were saying put Etling at
I was practice squad. Practice squad, yeah. At practice squad.
Kurt Benkert.
Yeah, put one of those two, whichever one you feel strongly about. You put them as the practice squad.
I think he's still really good.
Yeah, I just don't. I just have to see.
I still don't. Did you not ever watch him play?
I did. I watched the preseason. He was pretty good in the preseason, but he got
better
hurt.
than Schaub.
He did.
Yeah, he tore his ACL or whatever.
Yeah, so you didn't see enough of it.
I saw enough. It only the first preseason game that I saw Victor Cruz.
Right.
3 touchdowns, and I said he's a star.
So you're saying this guy's a star?
Hey, man. No, but I'm saying he's good enough.
He's good enough.
Don't twist that on me, man.
I'm just saying, put them as the practice squad, and then
Okay, I agree.
Figure it out. So
I agree.
Now I keep hinting on Cam Newton. So Cam Newton just signed with the Patriots, which was very
$7.5 million.
Yeah, it was very, very, very surprising.
How do you feel about that number, though? Is that good or bad for him?
I mean, it's bad for him because he's a past MVP that took his team to the Super Bowl. So yeah, it's bad for him. But I think
what do you feel like would be fit for him if just a 1 year contract? What should he have gotten?
Is making over $10 million,
but he has a more set contract.
I'm just saying 1 year. If Chase Daniels is making over $10 million, there's no way Cam Newton should take less than him. There's no way.
So is this like a what'd you say a while back with DeMarcus Cousins?
Like approve it.
Approve it? Yeah, approve it.
I mean, but I don't even know if this is approve it because I think the Patriots plan he shouldn't be the starter. Right? He shouldn't be because Jarrett Stidham should be the starter. He shouldn't. That's why
we're pretty sure Cam's going to be the starter.
That's why I'm shocked with the signing because you were pushing this guy. You had ample opportunity to draft a quarterback and you didn't do it. So
were you really shocked though? Were you, as far as, did you not think that this was the best fit for him? Like Tom Brady leaves, I immediately said Cam Newton has nowhere to go to be a starter on any team. That is the best choice for him. As far as for him, I'm not talking about for the team. For him, it's the best place
for because him to be a starter. Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes, is it the best situation for him? No.
No.
Patriots want the Patriots way. He's a showboat. He's a guy that was dabbing and dancing and all that stuff. They've already said they had a radio host say that they don't want him to showboat. So basically, you don't want.
He's not allowed to do that.
Yeah, but you don't want Cam to be Cam. So then, what you signing for? This is who he is. This is who he's always been. So what you signing for?
They'll grow to love it. They'll grow to love
it. They're winning. But
yes, I'm talking about if say they're winning like the Super Bowl season, they'll be fine.
Yeah, but the game plan should be that he never sees the field. That's why I don't understand the signing.
That's a pointless signing, then.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham should be your starter. So if you're getting him to compete, that's fine, but also you're taking reps away from the guy who's supposed to be the heir apparent.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. They got tricks, man, and we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds, and I don't think you're necessarily mad if they do fall.
Did you see Bill Belichick that well, first of all, I am mad because he should have fell in 2016. So it's 4 years too early.
But I'm talking about the dynasty, like them actually being a bad team. This is the first time we could see that in this.
Yeah, they won't make playoffs.
In the 2000s.
Yeah, they're not going to make playoffs. But I wish they would have done 2016 in the Super Bowl. That would have been nicer for me.
I don't want to talk about it, man. I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready. I really actually don't know when I'll be.
Yeah, I don't.
Have you watched the game?
No, I would never watch the game. The Falcons had on their Twitter, they were doing the best plays in Falcon history. The winner was Julio Jones' Super Bowl catch. That was the winner. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't really care. I don't care. We lost. Like, I don't. Why would it? Why? And then it went. I think it went against Robert Alford's interception in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So next thing. Speaking of things, people. Snyder seems to not care about. The Redskins name. What do you think? They're finally might be putting pressure to change the name. Investors
that should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, but investors are asking for Nike, FedEx, and Pepsi to pull out sponsorship for the Redskins.
Oh, okay.
That Daniel Snyder will start to lose money, and with him losing money, he will finally then change the name.
I'm okay with it. So we had the Cleveland Indians change their logo to just a C.
Yep.
Even though that logo,
Braves stopped doing the tomahawk.
they did. They did. And what? Even though Florida State
They
still
paid the Seminoles. I thought they paid the Seminoles for it.
I think so.
So
I don't, because that's why I hesitated, because theirs isn't as bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but I mean, you got because then you will have to. This does open a can of worms because you still got Golden State Warriors. You still have, like I said, Atlanta Braves, Cleveland Indians. But
can you shine more light on the Warriors?
The Warriors' old symbol was an Indian.
I didn't know that.
So
but a warrior can be anything.
Yeah, you can so that might get away with it, yes.
But I think it's inexcusable to still have red skins. Like, I don't think we say it slow enough to actually get what it is. For real, I don't think people actually slow down to get what that actually is.
I think because they're a sorry franchise, and they've been so sorry for so long that you kind of forget they're there. And
I agree.
But you have to. This should have, like you said, this should have been got changed.
People have been rallying about this
for years,
decades.
Doesn't want to change it because he feels, according to Stephen A. Smith, when I watched First Take,
the legacy
felt like they would lose money if they changed the name, which didn't make sense to me, because if you change the name, wouldn't more Washington Redskins fans have to buy new stuff for the new name?
Yes.
So I was like,
then new fans.
Yeah, the new fan. But let's just say you named it whatever. I don't know, the Washington Hawks. So let's just throw a name out there. You would have to, then people will be lined up to buy that stuff.
Yes.
Old people who has old Redskins gear will be lined up to get the new gear. So when you're saying money, doesn't it
some of them would be. A lot of them would be.
Isn't it more profitable when you change?
Try.
That's why we change jerseys, right? That's why Falcons just change it. That's why you change jersey every couple of years, because you want people to buy.
That's true, because if not, I'm gonna stick with my same jersey for years, and that's true.
So you change it up. So that argument didn't make sense. But Daniel Snyder is a terrible owner. He is the James Dolan of NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that's so easy, especially in this time frame. It's something that's so easy to do at this point.
They don't get it.
So I don't get it. So I think it will be changed. I think you're going to put a bunch of pressure on these companies to remove their sponsorship. I mean, these are, I think it was like combined, they're like $26 billion worth, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You don't have to.
I think it'll happen eventually in our lifetime.
If it doesn't happen, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year or next
very
year.
soon. Yes.
If it doesn't, I don't know if it will ever get changed.
Okay, I can see your point. It would have to be now, because like things are changing massively during this time.
Now, days getting changed. Juneteenth is being recognized. Like, you got all these things that are happening.
Yeah.
This doesn't change now. Like, it's not going.
That's true. That's true. And I guess, like you said too, it's bad because they're so bad. So since they're so bad, people are just like, we'll let that one slide.
Yeah, but don't you think that let's reinvent ourselves? We're so bad. Let's reinvent ourselves.
That's ownership, man. I'm about there.
You could have spent it so well.
Yeah, I agree, but hey, not everybody's good business owners.
Washington Sharks or something. I don't know. But you could have spent this so well. And
that's pretty accurate, actually, out there in that area with all the politicians.
That's a snake.
That's pretty accurate.
The snakes.
Yes. They're all the same. The Washington Snakes.
Speaking of
rattlers.
Snakes, did you hear about the Bubba Wallace situation? Her with
I have.
with the noose in his garage. So the FBI did an investigation. They found out that it wasn't a hate crime. This noose has been there
To help pull down the garage.
2019 to help pull down the garage. Did you see the picture of this thing?
I haven't. Was it an accurate, legit, like?
Oh man, let me find it.
Oh my goodness. So, all right, you guys may or may not know who Ricky Smiley is. So he made something funny about this. He was saying, "Hey, man, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt who made it. Is like maybe he didn't know how to tie another knot other than that because that's just deeply embedded in his DNA to tie him like that." But I'm not saying he's not racist, but I'm saying this might not be, a racist situation.
A lot of things had to go right though for this situation. Like to say this is just a coincidence been there. So
none of y'all noticed this before?
That's what I'm saying. And he's the only full-time black guy on that. The only one.
Yeah.
And so nobody saw that. And when they said, hey, we're gonna put Bubba in this garage.
That's
like,
crazy.
Nobody caught it. Let me share my screen.
That's crazy.
So you can see it. I'm gonna share my screen.
All right.
Where's it at? All right.
At the bottom. Yeah.
You see my screen?
I see. Yes.
All right. This is it. Do you see?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's
to pull down a garage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So.
And then look how open I thought it was like much higher.
Yes.
And I thought it was smaller.
Yes.
That's apparent.
Yes. And so, and the problem is Bubba didn't see this.
Wow.
Bubba, like people are calling him Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
Bubba didn't see this. Bubba was told it was there. So when he was told, then they reached out to NASCAR. NASCAR did an investigation. NASCAR immediately condemned it, which I think a lot of us were shocked that NASCAR did it. Immediately condemned it because NASCAR wanted to change how people view them, which they did the right thing, and then the investigation happens. So now people are uproar. They want to call Bubba a liar. Again, Bubba did not see the news. He didn't see it. Somebody told him it. And somebody on his team told him it. But then
we have a picture.
Yeah, we have the actual picture. But they're saying the news had been there since 2019. So if it had
still last year,
I'm like,
it doesn't matter. I thought, that's been there since the 60s. Like that was last year.
First of all, like it's somebody like I didn't know people even still did this, like to make it in that to fathom it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Too. People still know to do that,
and it's pretty apparent. Nobody could have did that and said to themselves, you know what? This is a good door handle. Like it looked exactly like a noose. And
that's what I'm trying to say. What Ricky Smiley was saying, like that's crazy.
Yeah,
so, like
Bubba Wallace is not wrong in the situation, and then people want to condemn him and call him a lie. All this stuff, man. All this stuff because people want to be right and they want to justify how they feel about certain situations.
Yeah.
But NASCAR did what they were supposed to do in this situation.
Yeah.
When you see something like that, what are you thinking? You have the only black full-time driver in the garage.
Right.
He put Black Lives Matter on his car. And then this happened. What in your head when you see this thinks? And then who was the idiot that put him in that garage and nobody saw this?
To me, that was just like I don't know. It's a lot of people playing. They're playing like they're idiots.
Yeah,
they're playing like they're not smart. I don't know.
But I think I love NASCAR's response. Again, I was shocked, especially when NASCAR banned the Confederate flag. I was very shocked.
I was super shocked because that's like their bread and butter. Maybe they're not like that, but they've allowed it, like that whole scene has taken over NASCAR scene. And when you think of NASCAR, you think of that. You think of things like that. So
I was very shocked and happy for them to do it. But this is not something that we condemn, but I think we should be more upset that when NASCAR banned the Confederate flag, that a lot of people brought it. Like the next race, they were outside the stadium flaunting it.
You knew that was going to be.
Yeah, that's what you should be more upset about than actually bubble. This one,
not surprised.
If I came to work and saw that and flipped out, like everybody would have thought that's what it was. They can't come to me and say, "Nah, this been here since 6 months ago."
Right.
We just used it to pull up the blinds. Like you're like, what? And you thought in your head that was a good idea? What?
Workstation at work has like, that's just used to pull down the blinds by your desk. It's not funny, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But I want to applaud NASCAR. I thought they handled it. They handled it how they were supposed to. Because think if they didn't handle it like that. Think if they didn't come out and automatically condemn this.
Yep.
How that would have looked for them.
Yep. Things are changing, man. Gotta jump on, or you'll get hit.
I got one more topic. Things changing. I want to talk about Maya Moore real quick.
Go ahead.
She I'm trying to pull the article up. Give me 1 second. I had it up. I don't know where I put it. But she took the season off to help somebody who was wrongfully convicted. It's been a 50-year sentence,
which is crazy.
And was wrongly convicted. He met him doing it was like a Christian group within the prison, and they met and became friends. And she wanted to help with his situation. Yeah. So she took time off. I didn't mean to pause there, but she took time off of her season to help her with the situation, and he got free today. I think it's amazing. Nice. I think it's really dope of her to do that. The only thing I'm upset with about this, and I told you this, was if I'm the WNBA, and the man's Jonathan Irons is his name. If I'm the WNBA, Maya Moore is a 4-time champion.
Yes, and your best player.
And your best player. If I'm the WNBA, I don't want her to sit out. I'm going to help her in any way possible that I can support her and still play.
Right.
That's almost like LeBron James saying,
that is the same thing.
And I'm shocked that the WNBA did not step in, or the NBA did not step in and say, what do you need? We will help you. So you don't have to. That's what I'm shocked about. She also said that she's taking another season off. It looks like because she wants to spend time with her family. This was the majority of her time, was trying to get this man free. Yeah. So now she's about to just spend another season off to enjoy her family. I think she deserves it. I commend her for it.
I've never seen that.
WNBA,
dang, I never seen that.
Yes. Yeah, so I just want to put that for the last topic. That's a wonderful story, and
I respect that. That man, she didn't have to do that.
Yeah, and to me, she's similar to Kaepernick in this. The only difference is she was okay to just walk away.
Yeah.
Also, she's a champion, and she's good. So the level of where she was, stature is a little different. But she's okay to nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I get it.
Good. So I thought that was dope. I just wanted to.
Yeah, it really is. I really commend that, and that's absolutely amazing. And I'm glad that person's out too.
Yeah.
But I guess lastly, to speak on one more thing in regards to similar to the basketball situation, but with MLS soccer, they're going to the same place. Obviously, a different hotel, but the same place, the same camp, like the same property, so to speak.
Right.
25 people. Was it 10 or 20? 10 or 20, something. I don't remember the exact number. It slipped my head from all these topics, but a lot of people got tested, were tested positive for coronavirus.
Right.
And so they're still moving on forward with the season for soccer out there in the same place. Now, with everything going on in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
mixed with the people who were, are positive in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
then athletes like to be with other athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbles eventually merge into bigger bubbles.
Right.
Uh, how do you feel this will happen, or how do you feel about this? That they're all going to the same place. It's not even like they're in Tampa and then others are in Orlando.
Right. I
They're
think
all on the same. They're in different hotels, but
we,
they're also still playing all in the same complex.
yeah, and I would think they would have to. Why? How are they going to like separate them? Would be the solution here.
It's
But
an Olympic camp thing, like
yeah,
village.
but the problem is this is the world we live in. This is the new. We have to like if you seen Godzilla King of the Monsters at the end, he was like, "This is our world. This is Godzilla's world. We're just living in this." It's
Yes.
almost that same phrase. This is COVID's world. As of right now, we have to figure out how to maneuver. If you're going
Yes.
to shut the sport down because 10 people have it, then you shouldn't have never started it. So,
Yes.
because that's the risk. That's the risk of doing it. I think you got to find a way. Like that's why I'm saying everybody has to be on board with this bubble. Everybody has to be on board with it if you're going to do it.
And how do you feel about people starting a bubble format now? Because you got to think, like you said, people can't catch it by the NBA wise, for example. They can't catch it by the time it's time to leave to get on the
Mm-hmm.
plane.
Mm-hmm.
Should they be they should be careful now anyways, but things are open back up, so people are allowed to go out and whatnot. Should people kind of slow down, like the athletes? Should they start slowing down in preparation for the season?
Absolutely. Yes. I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
why, because they're making millions of dollars.
Yes.
So yes, absolutely. Like if I was in the NBA about this time, I'm just barricading into my house until I leave to Orlando.
Florida. Yeah. I
I'm
agree.
just barricading because this is millions of dollars we're talking about.
Yeah.
For me getting paid.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not about to risk it hanging out with my friends one day. Just I'm not about to do it. So yes, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it, everybody has to be on board. And you kind of have to have a plan if COVID makes its way into the bubble. You got to kind of have a plan about it. I think if they're in the bubble and everything, let's say everything goes fine, this should be an indictment to the United States.
Oh, that's true.
Because it's what should have happened. And it didn't get taken seriously, and that's why we're in the mess that we're in.
I wonder too, are they going to make coaches and staff wear masks? And also, will they have to wear masks? Because when you go to a Disney property right now, any Disney property, masks are required, hand sanitizer stations all around, and mobile hand washing stations are set in place all around too. And this is facts. Are they going to make people, including the players outside of the games when they're just going around, are they going to make them wear masks?
No, that's true. And also, how often are they getting tested within the bubble? I heard there's a test that lets you know immediately within 3 days of you having it.
Yeah.
That you have. So if I have it within 3 days, I'll know. I could take this test and know.
If so, they're going to have to do something like that. It can't be a longer 2-week type of
no, it
thing.
can't be. It has to be that.
That makes no sense.
So it has to be how often are these people getting tested? If they
and then what type of test, I guess, too.
Yes, and if they do test positive, what is the protocol? Are you just shipping them home? Like, what is the protocol at that point? But the problem is,
I thought that was the protocol.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Or do you quarantine? Like, let's just hypothetically, LeBron James gets it. Are you just quarantining him for 2 weeks until he gets negative and then bringing him back? Or if he gets it, are you just shipping him? He's done. So that's what I'm saying. What is the protocol there? But this has to be a sample of how our world is going to be.
And when are we going, as far as NBA, when are we getting the inside scoop of that? Of what you're, like, for example, what you're asking?
Probably won't be till it starts. So right before it starts.
It might be like I don't know. Yeah, I agree. There'll be an article or maybe an announcer will mention it. Yeah. I don't know.
Or like right when the players get into the village and they kind of see how it goes. and then
Yeah.
talk to reporters or whatever.
I want them to seriously. If ESPN wants to be saved, be there. Document it all. Film it all. Literally, cameras rolling at the lobby's entrance. Just stationary cameras.
This is something for the historic books. This will never. Never probably happen again.
You're right. I really think there needs to be documentary crews and also just ESPN and Fox Sports to save money or like to get money back. You have to be there. Right. For the MLS too. You have to be in Florida.
You have to be in Florida.
And you guys have to film I should be waking up at 3 a.m. like, man, I can't sleep. Turn on, and it's just a live feed of what's going on in the
around, maybe if they're or just whatever. This is historic, and this is going to be a microcosm of how sports is going to be probably for the next year or so.
Because you really have to think as far as major sports. Obviously, the big leagues overseas with soccer have come back.
Mm-hmm.
No fans in the stands, whatever. But this one to me seems a lot different because
fans were so far away already. In soccer, they're so far away. Like, yeah, the crowd noise, but they're so far away. This one, NBA, they're so close.
They're so close, and putting athletes in a bubble, so to speak, obviously has never been done. And also it's not being done in soccer.
Right.
And then even the Korean baseball and baseball in general is already pretty much spaced out besides the catcher, batter, and umpire.
Right.
Yep. Other than that, but this is different. Basketball, even football, but basketball's first. So we're going to see what it's like. And then if so, you might see a whole change in what this will be like.
Yep, going forward. Because this is pretty much the guinea pig going forward. And that's when you could say, okay, let's do 10% fans. All right, let's do 30%. Like you could start to do all that, but this is the guinea pig. But for it to work, like I'm gonna keep saying, it has to be 100% buy-in.
Yeah,
if you have a player who's iffy, just don't do it.
Agreed.
Have 100% buy-in. But in saying that, just like we're planning, like if we're hypothetically planning a guy's trip, and we were going to plan a guy's trip.
Yes.
And of course, to plan it, we all have to put in our money. Depending on the more people come, the cheaper it is for everybody. Well, everybody keeps backing out. So many people back out. It doesn't costly make sense for it to go to we're back, cancel the whole thing. So that was going to be for the NBA if all these people start backing out. That's why I'm like you. They have to have a
deadline. You have to have a deadline. Right. After this, you assume all risk. We're going to do our best to protect you in this bubble. We have it structurally set out. We can't guarantee anything because we don't know, but we can do what's best for you and put you in the best possible situation to play your profession, your sport.
Well, they should.
Therefore,
they should have. You see one of those movies? I don't know if this is true or not, but the movies where the hazmat suit and they spray on you before you walk in. That's what it should. Yes. So when you have to go mist before you get the to disinfect it. Drop my glass.
I agree with that. I wish I had one of those when I went to the grocery store and then come back home. Just come back and I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
I mean, they need to have a deadline for these people to commit and say, I'm good. You cannot back out at this point. Now, before we say we wrap up, I want to ask something too about basketball. Do you feel, I think personally, I'll already say I'm mixed. I feel like there's 50% or whatever percentage that's going to and others that aren't. Now, what I'm asking is, do you think that there are going to be people, I'm asking you, do you think that there are going to be people who are going to not play their hardest? Because I'll break this down. Let's say they see the bubble. They don't like it. They think it's too strict. They think, man, this sucks. I don't like this situation. I've been at home this whole time. I low-key miss it, and I enjoy it. This isn't better than what I had. Therefore, I'm in a hotel. Obviously, we do hotels when we travel, but I'm in a hotel, and now I'm living in one for 3 months or so. I'm not going back home. I'm not traveling back like that. So and I'm used to my situation back at home that I've been stuck in 3 or so months. I'm not going to play my hardest because I want to go back. I'm homesick.
Yeah. No,
Are there going to be some people who don't play as hard? I guess this is the question. Are they going to not play as hard because of that, or because it's like a American Idol, like where you're away from home, and then when you lose, you're done. You're shipped back out. I think there's going to be people who play harder because of that. They don't want to be. It's going to bring back that tournament style high school like setting for some people,
like AAU, or you have the team.
Yes, yeah, I think that's dope.
I can see I can see somebody like a Bradley Beal, because again, Washington is so far away from Orlando that in the rankings, to even fight Washington didn't make sense. So something like them, I can see like a Bradley Beal, just like, because he has a new contract, he's making X amount of dollars, so he doesn't really need to do this. So someone like him, yes. I think Damian Lillard is another one, or CJ McCollum, if they weren't so close to the 8th seed. But if they lose, like, let's say they lose like 2-3 games, I can see them checking out. Something like that. So I think it depends. Like some team like the Pelicans or the Grizzlies, no, because they're a young team and young teams want to play. But some team like the Milwaukee Bucks or the Lakers or the Clippers, no, because they have a chance to win it all. So I think it just depends. I do see, like you're saying, the Wizards being a candidate of that. Of course, the Blazers. I think
I'm not even saying full teams. I'm talking about players, individuals.
So yes, like Bradley Beal. I think the Kings are still playing, are there. I don't understand why they would be there. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like, I can see stuff like that happen. The bottom teams doing that. That's why I think I started to think that it should have just started with the playoffs. Because now they have a reason to be there.
I agree. I agree.
If you're not going to do all of them.
Yeah.
But let's say, before we go, I just want to say that the NBA Players Association, whatever rules they make, the NBA makes, the NBA Players Association has to sign off on it. So it's both sides are going to agree on the format of the safety protocols and all that within the vote.
And that should already be done.
Yes, it should already be done, which it is.
Okay.
So they wouldn't have agreed to come back without it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
It was a nice welcoming back. It's good to be back, and we'll be back next week. And guys, in the comment section below and on social media, congratulate the man on being married. So yes, yes. But yes, congrats. Of course, I was there. I was groomsman. It was awesome. It was a good experience. It was fun. It was great. But yes, with that being said, of course, you guys can check us out. You guys can see the ticker right there on the bottom for website, social medias, all that stuff. Give us a nice follow. And also, like we've been doing, which has been very successful, posting updates to not just of the podcast, which you guys definitely should subscribe and check out, of course. But we've been posting new links and articles on our Instagram, which has been going very well, actually, and seen a lot of growth on that. You guys have been very receptive of it, and they've been very well received, and you guys like it. So we'll keep that up for sure. Make sure you guys give us a nice follow on Instagram as well. It's listed right there, Third String Podcast. Pretty simple. So yes, make sure you guys check that out and subscribe here on YouTube and also on SoundCloud as well for the audio listeners. But with that being said, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys same time next week. Till then, guys, stay blessed. And yeah, just stay healthy, and we'll see y'all then. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.